Hi there and good afternoon. My name is Jason and I have another plant to share with you. This plant is called Solanum Burbankii. This is also known as the Wonderberry. It's pretty awesome. It's right behind me. I'm about to show it to you. It's essentially a really awesome plant. You can grow it in like so many different locations, in so many different environments. It does need to be the warm season though. This is an annual shrub that has edible fruits on it. It grows about 3 feet tall and 3 feet wide. It is right here, and it's a hybrid of a couple different solanum, and they've made this Wonderberry. It was developed by Luther Burbank, and if you can see here, this is kind of from a distance. I have like 4 of them like clustered together here. You can see that. And there are a bunch of ripe fruits, and when they're ripe, if you can see this, right here, you see where my finger, there they go. See those dark fruits, and there's green fruits? You don't want to eat green fruits. Well, there's, I think, one on there. Nope. Here we go. Here's one. So there's a couple green fruits and there's some dark fruits. The ripe berries are very dark, like purpley black in color, and they're delicious. They're like an aromatic kind of very sweet, like tomato, like berry sort of. It's kind of hard to explain until you really try it. I love them. I think they taste delicious. As you can see, if you can get a look in there, I'm gonna kind of take you into the plant, but they're just like little berries kind of hanging all over. And what I do is I just kind of like reach over. You can see, let me see, where's a good one? Here. And I just kind of like, when you grab the berries, I just kind of like, they just pop off like so easily when they're ripe. They'll actually even get some juice in your fingers, totally fine. You know, there's a lot of berries ripe right now in here. But yeah, so if for whatever reason, you know, like I would recommend growing 5 plants. If you're just getting started at this. And then, you know, when you harvest the berries, if you're wanting to harvest enough berries to make jam, you can freeze them as you go along until you have enough like to actually do so. You can have them fresh too. They're delicious. So delicious. I love them. I think they're really good. It's kind of like a cross between sweet and savory. But when you cook them into jam and you add sugar, obviously they get even sweeter. 1, when you're cooking it, it develops the sugars. And 2, when you add sugar, of course, that makes it sweeter. But it's a really great, awesome, like very reliable, known as one of the easiest plants to grow because it'll grow almost anywhere. It does want drainage though, so make sure that you grow it in either sand, loam, or amended clay soil because it does want some drainage. Don't expect it to make it through the late fall and the winter because it's not a cold season plant. You know, the care requirements are very similar to tomatoes. As far as fertilizer, you can fertilize it in the spring. But other than that, I mean, it doesn't really need much fertilizer. You can actually just grow this without fertilizing it much at all. As far as the light goes, you want to place this in a location that gets part sun to part shade. Super easy. Water needs are medium water needs. It is semi-drought tolerant, but it will want some water, especially in the heat of summer. But yeah, I love it. You can have the berries fresh in salads, or you can cook them into jams and pies or whatever it is that you like. Just remember, don't harvest the green berries. You can pick the fully ripe purpley black berries that are next to green berries, but you don't want to eat the green berries because there's a level of toxicity in the green berries, just like a lot of unripe fruit. There's a level of toxicity. It's not too much to worry about though because the unripe fruit is extremely bitter and you won't want to eat it anyways, but just do note that don't eat the green berries. Once they are ripe, they are safe to eat. So once they're dark, purpley black in color, like I just showed you there, the berries, once they're that color, they're great to eat fresh and they're great to eat cooked. So but yeah, this is the Wonderberry. I love it. It's a really awesome plant, very easy. You know, it makes lots of berries. It keeps on going. It just keeps making berries. They ripen relatively fast as well. So, you know, you plant this in the spring, you know, you start harvesting in the summer and you harvest like I would say probably most of like the entire summer. You'll get like sporadic like little berries. You know, it's not the largest producing crop, but it just, you know, if you plant enough of them, you'll get a lot. But you know, it does take some time to harvest because you're like picking little berries. But yeah, I think they're really fun. They're great to have, and they're a very reliable plant to grow. This is Solanum Burbankii. There it is again. Also known as the Wonderberry. And my name is Jason. Thanks so much for hanging out.